know, with it being senior day, Q and Eric have to mean a lot to you, to hear when you came and now to get this team back to basically in the NCAA tournament. I know you have to wait to officially say that, but what's it like to get to kind of celebrate those guys and what they've meant for the program the last 4 years?
It's really special, you know. Like I've said before, you know, the three of us came in together, me and Q and Eric, and they've done a great job in being good leaders and good representatives of the university, of this basketball program, and it's improved every year, both as a program and as players. And you know, they've had a huge part in that, and just really proud of them. Great families, you know, wonderful young men. They'll be very successful beyond their basketball careers, and they're going to have, you know, nice careers beyond Mississippi State, both of them. So really thankful, grateful to have been their coach here, and proud of them. And I hope that we get a good, you know, support showing tomorrow for those two, because they really deserve it.
Q's a guy that, you know, had signed with the previous staff, and you kind of inherited him. When you went and watched the film to see what kind of player you were getting in him, what do you remember about your impressions of him?
You know, I remember going to his home the day after I had my initial press conference out there on the floor, and you know, that, you know, was, I'll never forget that. And, you know, re-recruiting him essentially, and telling him how excited we are. And I watched film and saw how athletic he was and what a good finisher he was, in particular when I was watching the film on him. And, I talked about this the other day. I mean, the first time in June after they arrived for summer school, you know, him in the weight room, and I saw this body, you know, he's really, you know, long, and you know, his legs are really long. I mean, he's got a perfect basketball body. So I said, man, this guy really looks like a player, you know, and sure enough, it held to be true.
Go ahead and get it back to Joel here to coaches, right?
Kind of along the same lines, just the other guy with Eric. What have you seen from him, and when you came in, what did you know about him? And I guess go kind of through that same process with Eric.
Well, he was the first kid we ever signed here, and you know, he's a kid that saw late in April up in Indianapolis at an AAU event that spring, and said, man, I really like this guy. He's really skilled, and you know, knows how to play and has length, and he was very thin, you know, and young. He was only 17. You know, I knew that his freshman year, when Falou left, you know, at semester, you know, we were really short-handed, and I didn't want to, but had to bring him off his redshirt year, and I knew I would say, God, we're going to regret this, because, you know, he's going to be a senior, and we're going to go, man, he had one more year, because he was so young. He started college at 17. But he came in very thin, worked incredibly hard in the weight room. I mean, think about him as a freshman. He shot 17% from three. He worked so hard on his shot and his shooting. Has a great feel and understanding for the game. Just a wonderful young man, too. I mean, anybody who knows Eric, and you go anywhere, anybody who's got to know him on this campus, you know, professors, you know, other students, you know, people in the community. I mean, he just has a great reputation of being a really wonderful person. And it's the truth. He is.
Texas A&M is a team that's had some momentum in the last few weeks. I think they've won 4 of their last 6 or something like that. Just when you look at them on film, what do they see? What do they show you?
Yeah, they're a dangerous team. They won 5 of 8, and they're very talented. I mean, their big guys inside are really physical. And you know, Christian and Nebo, both are, you know, it's a 1-2 tandem that keep coming at you. And Flag is an outstanding power forward that can play small forward, and he's really versatile. I really like him. And Wendell Mitchell, who's their leading scorer, is a really good player. You know, so I mean, those guys do a great job. I like the kid, J.J. Chandler, too, off their bench, the lefty, can really shoot the ball. And, you know, they've got talent, and they're playing hard. They're good defensively. They're very sound defensively. They can score in a lot of different ways. They're an outstanding offensive rebounding team. They play man and zone both defensively. They'll play you know, a lot of different ways in terms of how they defend ball screens. They're very well coached. So this would be a huge gain for us, and you know, we're going to have to play well to have success.
In a conference with so many good, versatile guys like Larry Weatherspoon, do you think sometimes he gets a little underappreciated, even sometimes by his own fan base, for all the things he does, and then you look at his statistical records, he's top 10 in so many things?
Yeah, I mean, I know how much I appreciate him, and you know, he's, you know, had an incredible career here thus far, and we want to keep it going for a while. So, really proud of him though, and we were sitting outside yesterday on the visitors bench shooting down at that end, and he had just got done. I sat with him. You know, he said to me, "Coach, it's gone by these 4 years so fast." And I said, "Yeah, Q, the older you get, the faster it goes." So, and everybody who is close to my age understands that. You know, the older you get, the faster it goes. I said, "This is just the beginning." But I told him I love him and I really care about him. He's going to have a great career and a great life. He's a really good kid.
You know, the last 6 games you've essentially played with a 7-man rotation. Just how hard has that been from a coaching standpoint to manage those minutes, especially at the guard spot?
Yeah, you know, it's tough when we get in foul trouble. Like the last 2 games, you know, Lamar's been in foul trouble both at Auburn and at Tennessee, and that's what makes it tough because we got to be able to get, you know, Q and Tyson a little more rest than we've been able to do the last 2 games. So hopefully we can play tomorrow and try to stay out of foul trouble. And you know, Robert's done a good job. Our team's done a good job, you know, dealing with it. And, you know, Keyshawn's the 8th guy, and there's going to be a point where he's going to end up playing a major role because of, you know, he'll be called upon to do it. And I'm excited about Keyshawn. You know, and he hasn't had as many opportunities to play as much as he'd like to play, but he's going to be a key guy for us, both here down the stretch and in the future.
I'm going to get back to Joel.
Kind of along those lines, and probably tired of us asking, now we're at the end of the season with postseason coming, is there any, I guess, resolution coming to the Knicks situation at all?
Same as it's been.
All right, anything else for Coach before we let him go and get the players in here? All right, thank you guys.